Hey everybody, it's Sonja here. This week I'm bringing you a video blog, a vlog sort of, but I'm not there yet, a long way to go. Anyhow, it's a quick but important message from me on behalf of UIO Podcasts. Over the last several weeks, we've seen our worlds turn topsy-turvy. I'm sure everybody can agree with me. Creating a mountain of uncertainty, creating more mountains of anxiety. During this coronavirus pandemic, we were experiencing an anxiety pandemic too. I've definitely felt the pressure. US-UK borders closed. My best friend's trip was canceled here. I have no idea when I'm going to get back to see my father. Everybody's trying to stay well. My husband's investiture at Buckingham Palace for his MBE was canceled. Maple Street Studios closed temporarily. That's where we take UIO podcasts. We had a power outage yesterday morning. That was really scary. It's pretty heavy. And I'm sure each of you must be feeling it too on different levels. I know schools have been closed for some time in different parts of the USA, and schools are closing here in the UK today and in other countries around the world as well. So many sporting activities suspended and so on. Lots of shops closing their doors. And I think that the idea is the key is not to gather in large crowds in confined spaces. It's really important that these things happen to stop the spread of the virus. It's for our safety and well-being, and that's something that we can all understand, even though on a mental level it does cause a great bit of anxiety. So what can we do to navigate this uncomfy space? Find peace in it, maybe even a little bit of happiness. Lots of great advice from so many angles, so I'll try not to repeat and focus on 3 steps for girls and boys to stay safe and well. Think of it as ESP and not necessarily in that order. E, that's for the emotional and the mental. We're spending more time in our heads than ever before. So the idea of positive self-talk, self-love, positive thinking, all of those things are so important. And we have podcasts on confidence, personal development, body image, and so on. Character building, all these things are important, and we have them there. So check them out for your inspiration at this time. I've taken to walking meditations myself. It's a bit of the physical, which we're going to get to manage my anxiety, as well as 20-minute meditations and breathing exercises. I'll be the first to tell you that when anxiety sets in, it takes some doing to get out of the space, the tight space that you're in. But do persevere. And thank goodness for my handy AirPods. I take them out with me every morning. It's really worked very well. And so let's get on to the S, which is spiritual. So important, regardless of your beliefs. For me, the spiritual is about praying, reading the Bible, but it's also about doing and giving. It's wonderful to hear about people reaching out to their neighbors and friends in as safe and responsible ways as they can, making sure they're well, that they have what they need to survive and to do well, to find some sort of peace in the space that they're in. For example, panic buying has to be put into perspective. If we could only buy what we need, we'd all feel less panicky. I find myself very panicked going into the supermarkets these days, not because I'm panic buying, but it's not good, and it's not sustainable. So we can all do something about that. Here in the UK, they're giving the supermarkets have gotten together, and the first hour of the shopping day belongs to the vulnerable and our key people. Our elderly, our healthcare workers, people with disabilities, people who really have special needs and they can't sort of get in there and box to buy things. And so that's really key. But we can do things like we can check on our friends, our family via the phone, FaceTime, WhatsApp, just see how they're doing, and we can donate to food banks. There's so much we can do. It's such a good feeling to be a part of the solution. Let's talk about the physical. This is the biggie because this is all within your gift. We're so accustomed to contact, so it takes some adjusting to come to terms with this social distancing. But from an emotional, spiritual standpoint, we have to think of others. It's very, very important. And then there is the hand washing. Let me tell you, I have dermatitis, but there is old-fashioned Vaseline for that. I've had to really work hard to keep my skin from being sort of itchy and dry, but it's worth it to try and stay safe. And not touching our face, important. Of course, is very important, which is very hard to do. And then, of course, exercising is physical. I have rolled out the mat, which I'm sitting on. I don't think you can see it here, but I'm sort of just comfy, on my exercise mat here. I've got my roller ready to go, my exercise, one of my bands, and just bought a slam ball, and I was so excited about telling my trainer that my slam ball was absolutely too big. It's 5K, and I wanted to send it back for a 3K, and she's just written to me and said that actually, Sonja, the one that you use at the gym is 6K. Never mind. But I do know at least one teenage girl in Georgia who can find a slam ball, which I believe is 5K, maybe 4K, a mat, yoga blocks at my dad's house, but don't forget to disinfect and clean before and after use. And of course, food is so key. It's such a big part of the physical, food and nutrition. Keep your immune system supported, as strong as you can. So check out our podcast, Your Body Inside Out, personal development, and just do the best that you can to eat nutritionally right now. Lots of vegetables and lots of fruit and less sort of junk food, particularly when we're hanging out at home and getting outside and going for walks and having some exercise. It's all about mind, body, and soul. Another way to put the ESP, emotional, spiritual, and physical. And if you don't have equipment, that's okay too. Use what you have, your mind and your body. And that's really key. Again, feel free to spend some time with our podcasts, but do manage your time on social media very carefully. Lots of good stuff, but some head spinning stuff too. We have some good stuff coming at you in the next few weeks, so keep an eye on us. While the Maple Street studio is closed, we'll do some short podcasts with the fabulous women who will get into the studio with me as soon as we can. We'll talk with our teen girls, Akia Keiji, who started Swap It Up, and Ange Handa, who founded Women Change Makers on sustainability. They are our sustainability. They're our sustainability girls. We have Naomi Richards, better known as the Kids Coach, in the lineup to talk to us about rejection and how to deal with it. Then there's friendship with Sue Atkins. So key right now, to keep those friendships going somehow without sort of hanging out with each other. And of course, our key thing with UIO is hugs to everyone. So we might have to adapt that. Sue is parenting expert, and we will talk body positivity with Hope Virgo. She's a wonderful mental health activist who has dealt with anorexia, up close and personal. Amazing women donating their time for you, our teenage girls. I am so grateful to have them contribute to UIO. So watch this space for those short podcasts, and in the long run, the longer ones. And we've got some other good things coming at you. We have a new poster too. They're coming soon. And I'll just give you a brief sort of shot of it. I'm really very proud of it. We're going to do some electronic things with that and get that out there to sort of really make sure that you have all of the resources that you need. And I'm trying to keep it fresh. I also have some new headshots, some new pictures coming your way. Just trying to stay up to date and keep things fresh. It's all about you inside out. And thank you so much for watching, and stay safe and well. take care of you, yourself. Take care of you inside out. Thank you.